Okay. I'm gonna... go. So good. Okay. There we go. All right. Hey everyone. We'll get started in a couple minutes. I wonder. Maybe I'll buy another extension cord. Because I could. They're only one being used. Yeah. I don't think that would be long enough either. I have like a power cord that's pretty easy to detach, but I think it'll be fine. Okay. Let me turn my oil diffuser on. But we get diffusing in here. Diffusing. Okay, it's back. Thank you. Yeah, I got an email from Cox the other day, and they were like, here's some things that you can do to make it better. And I'm like, isn't that bad making it better? Because I'm simply just using my Wi-Fi.
Yeah, my internet's been acting up too lately.
I feel like everyone who uses Cox, like their internet's been acting up. Because like the woman in House City for my PT, she was like, yeah, just so you know, our Wi-Fi is fine, Cox just sucks. And I was like, I feel you at Cox. I hope you hear this.
It's okay.
Give the students better Wi-Fi.
All the other internet companies are just as awful.
Yeah. This is my baby. Hairy baby. Hairy baby. You are very cute. He does this weird, he like lick air. I know, that's what he does. He will just literally lick air.
Yeah, I remember him doing that the other day.
He does it when he's nervous. He does it when he gets a good scratch. He just always licks air. Does it when he's preparing to lick peanut butter. I'll have it on the spoon. He'll just start licking the air before he even approaches the peanut butter. And I'm like, you wanna come near the peanut butter so you can actually get some?
They're yummy.
Oh. They're not always the best.
No, but I miss my cat. They're annoying as, you know.
Live stream that we were already. That's what happened. I'm gonna assume app crashed, so nothing that we. BFF Siobhan. She usually joins on Tuesdays, but she was like, "Hey, can I come over and join this evening as well?" And I said, "Of course. The more, the merrier." So. Here we go. As usual, we'll start with our breathing exercise. So coming to a comfortable position here, either stretching the feet out all the way, keeping them planted, maybe coming to a reclined butterfly. Just go ahead and get comfortable. Finding some length in the spine. Reaching the crown of the head away from the pelvis. And just relaxing into the floor. And begin to focus in on your breath. Bringing it to a steady and even tempo. sorry if that got interrupted, but by now you should have finished breathing. We're just gonna take a nice overhead stretch now. Reaching the arms and the toes away. Maybe move side to side a bit. Ugh. Taking a deep breath in. And exhale. Gently making our way onto our side and pushing up to a comfortable seat. Good. All right, today we're gonna go ahead and do a nice little foot massage. So we'll start with one foot. Gently, we're gonna move in between the metatarsals here. See how your metatarsal massage in between that tissue, or into that tissue, I should say. It's really easy to hold tension in our feet when we're dancing, trying to grip into the floor. Maybe you wore some not so great shoes. You're gripping a bit. Same thing where we hold tension in our hands. I always say it's so funny in my live streams. I'm like, I have so many plants in this house, yet none of them are in this frame.
They're all over this way.
Yeah. Many plants. There are actually two plants right here, two little succulents in front of my TV. You guys can't see those either.
I have one in front of the camera.
Yeah, there's a cactus in front of the camera right now holding it up. Hello, Mans. Marty might be making more appearances now. He just started his anti-anxiety meditations again, so he's feeling a little adventurous. Taking with the hands and spreading the ball of the foot apart. Hopefully he doesn't start barking. Just don't make direct eye contact. Just can't look at him. You can see it in his face. This is the give me attention face. To ignore this face. He has the cutest face.
Don't look at me.
I really wanted to name him Oppa or Momo, but my family wouldn't let me.
Aww.
Wouldn't he have been a cute Momo?
Yeah, but Marty's just the perfect name.
It really is. He is a Marty for sure. I haven't met any other pets named Marty, so. And tapping the foot. Getting some circulation in there. Siobhan and I are rewatching our favorite show for this has to be at least rewatching this show. I've owned all of the seasons several times.
It's okay, after I finish it, I'll probably go back to rewatching my other favorite animated show.
Which is what?
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, one of the best animes of all time.
I really don't know what it is.
You should watch it. You'd actually really like it.
What's it on?
Netflix.
Oh.
Yeah, they have an English dub.
Oh. Anime I heard is really popular. That show, My Hero Academia.
Yes, I've seen it. It's good.
It's good.
But if you don't like anime, you won't like it.
Yeah, I don't like anime that much.
Yeah, you have to be okay with the anime tropes if you're gonna like that show. I really like it and I think it's good, but it's very anime.
Okay.
So
Noted.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is the anime I always recommend beginners to because it's not really
beginner anime.
It's really not like that anime. It's really just a really good animated show.
Okay. Check it out then.
I highly recommend. It's pretty long, so.
Oh, good. I could use a long show.
Yeah. Well, it's like Avatar length.
Oh. That's long enough.
No, nothing is ever long enough.
And bringing elbows underneath the knee, bouncing the foot off the floor. Yes, reference the show that we're watching right now is Avatar: The Last Airbender. One of the greatest shows of all time, in my opinion.
It's so good.
It's my favorite.
It's taken me literally, under a week.
It's so good, guys. And we're actually both also, separately though, rewatched Legend of Korra, which is the sequel. school.
Well, I'm watching it for the first time.
Oh,
I've never seen it.
you've never seen it. Okay, I'm rewatching it. Except I think I've only seen the first 2 seasons out of 4.
Because I didn't know it existed until like a couple years ago. And then it was literally nowhere. You couldn't watch it anywhere. Same with Avatar.
Sitting up nice and tall, bringing the foot into the elbow, knee into the other elbow. Yeah, Nickelodeon said, we're not releasing those rights. We know that they're worth something.
Amazon Prime can have it for like 2 days.
I know. Then they saw how popular it was. They were like, oh wait, it still has great ratings. But then the pandemic happened and Nickelodeon said, we feel bad for you. You guys
Please
can have Avatar.
Yeah, I'm so happy Legend of Korra is on Netflix because I've wanted to watch it. I've just really never been able to.
I don't know where I initially watched it because I definitely,
Probably illegally.
you know what, I did watch it on YouTube. That is the first way I watched Legend of Korra, is on YouTube, I just realized. And that's probably, I think, why I've only seen the first 2 seasons, because I could only find the first 2 seasons on YouTube.
There you go.
There we go. Mystery solved. And dropping that down. Go ahead, take some point and flexes with those feet. Notice if one foot feels a bit more relaxed than the other now.
Oh yeah.
I know, right? It's kind of cool.
It's so noticeable.
Okay. And other side. I know you think like doing things like this don't really, like, that feels good. Then like you compare it afterwards, like, wait, what?
Feels like a completely different foot.
I know. It's like when you do partner stretches in like a dance class and like they stretch one side and then you like drop your feet down and one leg feels noticeably longer than the other. You're like, what is happening?
I will say that my favorite part of the 24-hour theater event we always did was dancers massage.
It was so good.
It's so nice.
Yes, we used to be a major theater nerds at our high school. Except at our high school, the theater kids were actually popular, and we're not just delusional in saying that. Like, that was the truth.
No, all the popular kids were in theater, and then they made fun of all the nerds who were in theater, and it's like, what right do you have? This is not for you.
It's not for you.
It's probably all Julia's fault.
She just added someone in our high school.
Not in a bad way. It's not her fault that she's talented and popular.
It's true.
It's her fault that she's not very nice. It's her fault that she's self-absorbed. Anyway.
Oh yeah, in case you didn't know, we went to the same high school. We've been best friends since high school. We hated each other in middle school. Despised each other's existence in middle school.
Well, you were stealing my best friend away from me.
I was stealing her best friend. But then her best friend ditched me and went back to being her best friend. And then we both decided, wait, we don't like her. Let's be friends together.
That's how it happened. Did you know she's married? Yeah, she's married. She follows me on Twitter, and I like finally recently like followed her back, and I was like, hold on, that's not your last name. And I was like, oh, you got married. That's why.
That's fun. Love that.
I can't imagine being married right now.
I'm just like, yeah, oh, that thing that I didn't know about myself, that's pretty important to know. And like, would I have found that out if I was married? No, I would not. All right, and spread the ball of the foot apart. Ow, I can't do that right now. The burn on my foot hurts so bad. I bet you guys can see it. Marley burns, we love them. Modern. When you stop doing point, you think your feet are safe. Your feet are never safe in dance.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm done doing point, no more blisters or anything. I'll try modern dance. Gets a toe split like every other month, like. Oh yes, that was like our running joke in high school. So we called our feet meatloafs. It was weird. That was so weird. I don't know how that came about.
I don't know. I blame Jordan.
I blame Jordan too. Jordan is our other best friend who used to actually live in this house, but now she's doing amazing things like going to grad school in England.
Crazy.
We're cool. We have international friends.
Yeah.
Our one friend in England and then our one friend in the Netherlands.
Yep. I have a couple friends who live in England.
I just have Jordan.
Yeah, I know a few people, but that's it.
Marty, why are you just standing here? Like,
So interested.
I know. So interesting.
He's like, what is this feet stamping?
He's like, what are you guys doing? He's like, can you pet me now?
Sorry, bud.
It's like, where was his attention? We were just watching TV. Like, you didn't want to just like sit on my lap and have me pet you when I was watching TV. No, it always just me when I'm in the middle of doing something. This dog wants attention.
Well, you know.
Or even when I want to give him attention, I'm like, come here. He's like, no. He's like, I'm not gonna do that. And I'm like, okay, fine. Fine, say what it is.
It's because I was on the couch. And you were on the couch.
Sometimes when I'm even on the couch, like when you're not even here though, I'll be like, Marty, come here. And then he's like,
who are you?
He's like, you want me to come near you? No.
Me? Like you?
Me? Like you? What? No.
I've seen this band live before.
You've seen them live?
Mm-hmm. They opened for the 1975. That's actually how I know of this band.
That makes so much sense. Well, you introduced me to this band.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love them.
I know, they're good. Cruiser. But with no E. In all caps. And there's a lot of indie bands do that. They make they make it like all capitals. Their like names.
Or they take an existing person and they switch the first 2 letters of their first and last name.
Why you gotta be like that?
Because it's easy.
Elbows under the knee.
Bro, what are you doing? Do you see
I don't know. That's just what he does.
He's just standing in front of the dog door. But like, why?
I don't know. He's so weird. Oh my gosh, I made this friend at work, and I was giving him a ride home the other night, and I was like playing my music, and he was like, okay, let me see something. And I was like, okay, he queued up a song, and he was like, I pride myself on my music taste. Let's see something real fast. And he put on a song that I'd like heard before, and I liked it. I was like, oh, I like this song. He's like, oh no. He's like, I thought we were already similar. And then he was like, do you like this band? And I was like, yeah, I like that band. He's like, do you like this band? And I was like, yeah, I love that band. He was like, no, we're too similar. We have the same exact music taste. I was like, I'm
That's
here
a good
for it.
thing.
I know. Oh, knee to the other elbow, knee to the other elbow. Oh my god, I can't talk today. I made like 87 phone calls today, so now I'm just like, bleh. But yeah, it was so funny. He was like, we're too similar. I hate this. Also, look at how tall my, oh my god, I'm gonna pronounce it wrong. My bododendron? I think it's called the bododendron. It's getting. Do you see it like poking up over the paper towels?
Oh,
It was not that tall before. Like when I first got it, the woman told me that it grows really fast, but I didn't realize it grows that fast. It's actually an outdoor plant, but I have it inside, so we're gonna see how this goes.
Nice.
It's doing fine. It's probably just gonna grow too big, but it's okay.
It's okay. I think my pothos is dying.
No.
Yeah, I have to like just clean the roots and repot everything.
Oh no. A couple of mine need to be repotted. They're growing too big for their pots, like my philodendron and my monstera.
You mean your cereza?
I don't know. I always say I never say this plant name right.
You're like so close. You're adding an extra syllable.
Monstera. I always say monstera.
You have like 2.
Monstera.
You gotta get it right.
Okay. Moving into our cat-cow series. Reaching that chest up, trying to coordinate our breath with our movement. Taking a big inhale in our cow poses and a heavy exhale in our cats.
The cows really go like this though.
I think they do because they have like little sway backs. And coming back to neutral, moving the head and pelvis side to side. All of these lights may be on.
that time though. I wish it would just like not be 100 degrees outside.
I know. I cannot wait to not live in this weather.
Well, of course, last year it didn't start getting cold until October 30th.
Love it.
And it's hotter this year, so.
Hip circles. Ooh, that was my knee. And reverse.
It never won't be funny.
My hip snapping. And sending the hips back, reaching the arms forward. And moving through a little mini push-up. Coming into an up dog. Ooh, my low back. And just moving side to side a little bit, trying to just get a stretch through the front of those low abs. Pretend like you're a little snake or something. Lizard push-up. And lizard push-ups, go. And taking 2 head circles to the right. And 2 to the left. And 1 long one to the right. And 1 long one to the left. And tucking the toes, sending the hips up and back into a downward facing dog. Shredding through the feet here. Oof, my calves are tight. And sending the heels down, hips up. Finding length in the backs of the legs. And walking the feet to the hands or the hands to the feet. Grabbing the elbows now, taking a slight bend in the knees and just ragdoll here. Maybe swaying side to side a bit. And coming to stillness, releasing the hands, nodding the head yes, and shaking it no, and nodding it yes, and shaking it no. Good. And we'll just take a bend in the knees, a little plie, and stretch. Demi-plie. Feeling the stretch behind those calves. 2 more times, plie. And stretch. Last time, reaching towards the floor. Gently propping yourself up onto your fingertips. Bringing the left hand into the center in between your feet. And reaching that right arm up towards the ceiling for a twist. Trying to square off the hips. Maybe if you need to, taking a bend in that left knee or keeping both straight. Keeping your breath steady. And release. Other Other side, reaching up. And releasing down, heel toe the feet back together. We'll take a plie up and over the balls of the feet. Coming into a tight little ball here. And sending the heels down, hips up. Again, up and over. And sending the heels down, hips up. And gently bringing the hips down, sitting back. Stretching the legs out in front of you, reaching for the toes. Grabbing onto the balls of the feet if you can, flexing the feet. If you need a deeper stretch, go ahead, keep the back straight and pull the elbows down. Thinking of walking those sits bones as far away from your heels as possible, finding as much length behind the legs as you can. And gently point the toes, relax over. And rolling up. Flexing the feet again, grabbing the balls of the feet. Pulling that chest forward, keeping the back straight, shoulders away from the ears. And releasing forward. And gently rolling up. Next thing we're going to do, grabbing onto the right foot. You can either come to a bend and bring the knee into the armpit, or if possible, try to straighten the leg as much as you can. Now, for a deeper stretch, you're going to reach farther forward with the foot, bringing your chest closer. Yeah, you can find what angle is best for you. For some of us, it might be this tilted position, sometimes down lower, but try to keep the chest as close as possible. So if you need to bend the leg, that is also fine. But just wherever you're feeling the most of a stretch. Sitting high onto our sits bones. Keeping our breath steady. Sending energy out through the heel. And releasing forward, other side. Grabbing hold, up, straightening the leg as much as possible. And releasing down, grabbing hold of that right foot again, coming up into a twist. So, holding on to the right foot with the left hand, and we're spiraling around the back to get an IT band stretch. So you should be getting a stretch from your ankle all the way through your hip on the side of your leg.
computer program. Just live in the IT den.
So stupid.
And? Wow, there's really not much room left on there, is there?
We like a good pun.
No one said my jokes had to be good.
Please.
At least Maddy thinks I'm funny.
I always think you're funny. See, that's what we were talking about the other night. I have a good sense of humor. I'm just not super funny. I have a good sense of humor.
See, but I'm the same. I'm not usually funny.
Yeah, but like our friends like have both described us as the awkward kind of funny. Like when we're funny when we're not trying to be funny because we're awkward.
When we're funny, people laugh at us.
But we also think it's funny. They're like, oh, you're laughing at me? I like that. We're like, this is a good time. Not in like a mean way. Not in a mean way, but like it's just like I did something and it wasn't always the smartest. And I'm like, oh, okay. And releasing forward, rolling up, shaking out the legs. Good. And coming forward into a butterfly. We're just gonna go ahead and work on some hip openers really quick. So just gently taking the left hand, pushing down the left knee and rotating away. Yeah, we'll turn them towards each other. And just leaning away from the hip. You should be getting a stretch for the low back. And switch. We're going to take a spiral around the back, so I'm spiraling towards my right leg. I'm going to keep my right sit bone planted into the floor, and I'm going to release over my right leg. My left sits bone planted in the floor, releasing over my right leg. That's what it is. Trying to keep length in the back, shoulders away from the ears. And rolling up, switching sides, releasing over. And rolling up. Next thing we're going to do, let me turn this way. We're going to roll, cross our shins, roll over into our frog position. So the first frog we're going to do is knees on the floor, hips are reaching down. So our feet are apart. They're not the, it's not the one where the feet are together, but they're apart. And they're touching the floor. So like sit onto your knees. There you go. Yeah. And then you reach your, yep, there you go.
Oh God.
Yeah, it hurts. But the hurt is good.
Yeah.
It still hurts me a little bit, don't worry. Lifting in the low abs, maintaining good posture for our backs. And gently rolling forward onto the stomach, bringing the feet together. Heels reach down for the floor. My left glute has been twitching for, I kid you not, like 3 days now.
Oh my god.
It is driving me insane.
I can imagine.
And bringing the knees together, sending the feet back, pushing up and back into a downward facing dog. You can do it. And bringing that right leg forward into a wide lunge. So there you go, yeah. The foot is on the outside of the hands. Taking a few cat-cow lunges here. Getting a stretch through the front of that leg. Making sure when we push back into our cat lunge, we actually keep the foot planted. My ankle's just a little sticking out, so I can flex it. But you guys keep it planted. Good. Staying here for a moment. And dropping the knee, untucking the toes, coming onto the elbows if you can for a lizard pose. Oh my gosh. I'm getting old. I can feel it happening. I've literally never had tight muscles in my entire life. I hate this.
Welcome to the club.
This is awful. I say this every week and it's only getting worse. It's not like I'm not flexible anymore, it's just things are actually a stretch now and I'm like, what is this bizarre feeling?
What the rest of us have been feeling for years.
And coming up onto the hands, heel toeing the foot across, and coming into a pigeon stretch. Hydrate, kids. You can do it. Can I? Yes, the answer is yes. There you go. Pushing that leg back into a downward facing dog. Oof. Bringing the left leg forward into our low or into our wide-legged lunge. Few cat-cows here. Ugh. Trying to maintain our steady breath. Back into our lunge, dropping the knee, untucking the toes, coming onto the forearms. And coming up, heel toeing the foot across into a pigeon fold, reaching forward. And pushing back into our downward facing dog, walking the feet forward, and sitting back to a comfortable seat. We'll finish out class with our 3 breaths, sitting nice and tall, bringing the eyes to a close, and we'll breathe in through the nose, and out through the mouth. Again, in through the nose, and out through the mouth. Last time, in through the nose, and out through the mouth. Awesome work today, everyone. Woo, woo, woo. We did it. It's done. We're good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nice job. Thanks for bearing with us in the beginning when the live stream quit on us and then it froze on us. But as far as I can tell, it was great the rest of the time. So again, blame Cox Wi-Fi because everything else is fine. But thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a wonderful and safe weekend. We love you and Breakout loves you. Stay safe, stay healthy. Time for the awkward camera scooch. Ugh. Bye, everyone. Here's the plant that holds you guys up. Bye.